Walk you back to the chair. Okay. Hi, everybody. We're going to start the show. Glad to see all of you watching, wherever you're watching from, in both technical terms and physical terms.
And time terms.
And emotional
If you're watching in the United States on Twitch, great. If you're watching in Mexico on YouTube, great. If you're watching anywhere else with any other thing, great.
At a later time?
At a later time. Yeah, we got the time into it.
If you're torrenting this,
how
did
this,
it get on a torrent?
Yeah. That's fine.
We upload this to Parapay.
Yeah.
In our viral marketing campaign.
Yeah. It's not going well. Cool. Great. So this is going to be episode 3 of our Dresden Files Accelerated Fate campaign. And, why don't you all introduce your characters?
I'm Brandon. I'm playing Phil Paschetti, the Silicomancer hippie. He does magic with glass.
And sand.
And sand.
Which is really just
to
be glass.
Yeah, glass
Potential
seeds.
Glass seeds. And I'm Sarah. I am playing Audrey Fenway, who is a wildcat, or bobcat, sorry, who is also a student and a journalist for the school paper.
My name is Brenna, and I'm playing Heather Clearwater. She's a wedding planning emissary of Aphrodite.
Great.
And that's pretty much it.
That's it. Cool. So last time you guys went to meet up with, you found the werehorse that was patrolling the streets and met up with the skinwalkers, who are a group of shapeshifters who are trying to just kind of get by and not get killed by LifeLock, the Identity Theft Corporation, who are hunting down shapeshifters.
Oh, yeah. I should mention I'm hunted by LifeLock.
Yes. Yeah,
Yep.
very much so. You found out that the head of LifeLock was not correct when he said that his daughter was who had killed the son of Apollo at the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
And as far as she says, at least, she was not who killed the son as well.
She didn't murder her brother.
She claims, though who knows? So we
I
ended.
believe her.
Yeah, good. Then I tricked you. Just kidding. Spoiler. Not spoiler. Hashtag spoiler, not spoiler.
Hashtag spoiler, no spoiling.
Yeah. So the end of the episode, everybody went home except for Audrey, who stayed in the Skinwalker camp. Phil was just inspired to create this kind of like ceremonial bowl.
Yeah, that was kind of stormy and looked like a storm cloud.
Yep.
This was after I had asked the Paranet to tell me what to bring to the Phoenix.
Yes.
So out of character, I think that's what happened, but
Right.
In character, he has no idea. No idea.
In character, it's just a stormy bowl.
Mm-hmm. And you have, like I said, the inspired condition.
Yeah. I have
and
written down stuff.
That you get one free invoke on to do something related to that inspiration.
And is that separate from the actual bowl, or?
That's kind of linked to
Got
it.
it.
Yeah, we'll say that's linked to it in some way. There's no mechanic for that, but I think
Yeah.
makes sense. Like in some way that you're using that bowl, you can use that invoke. And then Heather at the end, on her way home to her apartment, got a text that said, do you remember what it said?
Ask about the egg is what it said.
That's what it said. From a number you didn't recognize.
Uh-huh.
Cool. So let's jump into it. So where are you guys? It's the next morning, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
You've made it through the night safely.
Thank Lob.
I'm assuming there's no like character, because you technically get a minor milestone where you can like get a stunt that's related to your mantle. So if you wanted an extra stunt, you can add it now.
No, thank you.
We'll get to a better milestone eventually. Cool. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys going to meet up at some point? How do you guys proceed from here?
I think I'm going to try to call the nearest payphone to you.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a phone? No.
He doesn't have a cell phone.
Right.
He might have a land.
Beeper?
No, just they keep going out.
And like monitor.
What?
Do you feel like you're being monitored?
Yeah, but also, wizards and technology have a little bit of problem.
Yeah, that's a Dresden.
A Dresden thing.
And I think you're okay because you're you could
I'm
do
like half a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has a beeper.
And you're on email.
I am on email when I go to the library.
Yeah.
To use the computer.
Which is every day to shower.
He usually goes to the technically
The Y?
No, technically because he substitute teaches at the university, he has
Right.
access to the student gym.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
So he takes showers there.
Right.
Yep.
Very good.
Doesn't
I'm sure that's a shock to the students every time.
Yeah.
Professor Phil?
Boy. Well, I mean, there's faculty use the thing.
Yeah.
Just gets in there. He just gets naked a second before he goes in the door, which is just weird enough.
He's already stripping when he
It's
comes
not-
in. He's has his shirt off.
And it's not malevolent in any way.
No.
It's just
Yeah.
He grew up in sort of falling bands, so casual nudity is
Does he have a
A-okay.
favorite band?
I think
Real
it's
world?
Fish.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah, of course. But he followed a lot of people. He was a big fish head, probably.
Yeah, fish head.
He's around 48, so that's about right.
Yeah, that feels
Probably.
right. I know guys that are 30s that are fish, so that would be right.
Okay, maybe I need to forgive me, audience. I'll do some research.
Grateful Dead?
That was like real 60s, or no? That was
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
but whatever.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, so you're calling a payphone near his house,
You're beeping me.
beeping.
Yeah. Yeah, just
Get your,
saying, meet
get your
up.
prop beeper out.
So yeah, we'll meet. Yeah, this is my prop beeper.
Saying meet me at the airport, I think, or whatever.
Okay, yeah, we had planned to go see
Yeah.
the. Sure.
Cool. Just the two of you, or I'm assuming
I've
you're
texted
calling?
her too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably. I spent the
there's
night
service out there.
in the yeah. There's
Yeah, you get
service out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent the night out there, but I'm probably coming back into.
Yeah, wake up early, get back
Feeling
to
like-
You have no choice when you're sleeping in a tent.
I hear that. Cool. Great. So let's say that you guys kind of meet back up at the airport, if that's the plan.
Sounds good.
Great. And you're going into the Southwest Airlines terminal, and it is a busy. This is the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, is the real life name of it. So yeah, you guys know that you're headed to the Southwest Airlines terminal, or portion of the terminal. They probably don't get a whole terminal.
Probably just the counter first.
Counter, yeah.
You'd have to buy a ticket to get past.
Great.
I think a lot of times they do actually own a
Yeah.
terminal.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. Cool. So you get to the counter. You're like, yeah. What can I do for you?
Is this my contact at the?
No, this is just guy at the
just
desk.
a guy.
Yeah.
Hi, can I speak to Sharon?
Sharon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sharon.
Sharon what?
Hemsworth.
Where does she work?
She's supposed to be working for Southwest. Sometimes she's at the counter. Sometimes she's back doing baggage.
Okay, well, where is she?
You know what? I am going to call her. So
Hold on. Sharon? Sharon? You hear another voice. Sharon? You hear another voice say, what? You hear another voice say, this is Sharon. He calls her, and she says she'll come on up to the counter. And she walks up a little while later. And how do you know her?
just from wedding planning, I'm always flying guests in.
Gotcha.
She's
So,
my-
she's
She's
your,
my
you're in at the counter.
She knows how to handle all the
Great. All right, Doug, you can go take your break. But I already took a break. Well, you can take another one. No one cares. All right. Hey, what can I do for you?
First of all, what's Doug's deal?
Doug, he's great. He's Employee of the Month.
He's great. He doesn't know who you are.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of Sharons everywhere. I don't know.
Okay.
This is a big company.
Yeah, so we need to I don't know if you heard about the incident at Apollo's
What? Oh,
kid's
no.
wedding.
No, what?
There was an incident, and sadly
Who's Apollo?
okay,
We need to talk to Big Bird.
The cartoon character?
The Big Bird.
From the cartoon?
No.
He winks with both eyes.
From Sesame Street, the cartoon?
we need to talk to the Phoenix.
I was trying to be.
What do you... What do you even? Do you need to talk to a manager? Is this what you're trying to get out here?
You know what? Yes, I would love that, Sharon. Thank you so much.
Okay, is there a manager anywhere? A manager? Manager what? A manager?
Oh my god.
Oh God.
This is a manager. Yeah, can these people talk to you? I guess. All right, follow me. And you just like as you're going through, there's just like bags kind of scattered everywhere. There's like this is a mess of an operation here.
Yeah. This episode's sponsored by
American Airlines. So they take you back through past the gate, not into the like flight area, but back into like the office area, kind of in the walls.
In the walls.
That's not what I
You
mean,
know,
but
where the offices are.
yeah. And take you through it. And this place is like it's quiet, but it's quiet in a way of everyone's kind of just like tap 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 making work.
And none of them know how to type. They all type like this.
Oh yeah. And they take you to the manager, who is an older woman. She says, "Can I help you? I'm the manager."
Yeah, hi. We need to talk to the Phoenix.
Oh, okay. About what?
Well, there's been an incident in which Apollo's child sadly has passed away.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, so it's very important that we talk to him.
I brought a bowl.
Okay. Good. I'm very good. But okay. Is this and how does this concern?
So we're supposed to ask about the egg.
Ask about the. Okay. Well, I mean, what do you want to know about? All right. You can get 5 minutes. Is that all right?
That's great. Thank you.
He's very busy. Very busy.
Oh, I understand.
We got a lot of work to do here. Flights, they never stop. And she takes you back out onto the tarmac. It's like, all right, just don't. You see where the airplanes are? Don't go that way because they take off sometimes. So don't go that way, okay?
Where are we going?
Or the hangar.
Okay.
But if you see an airplane coming, get out of the way. Is all I'm trying to say, essentially.
Sure.
Okay, we will.
Just takes you over to the hangar. There's two security guys at the hangar, and she pulls out her ID, and they just kind of shrug.
Yeah.
She goes right in, pulls you in with her. So you get inside the hangar, and it is hot inside the hangar. It is a big, like old, decommissioned airplane hangar.
Aluminum.
Yeah. Very like aluminum, almost like a big shed.
Yeah.
And inside is an enormous nest, and there is a gigantic bird inside. This thing is the size of an airplane, is effectively.
What size of airplane? Like 747 or
not like a full like Boeing, not like a full 747, but like. If a 747's a 747, it's about a 580.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a little bigger than a regional jet, but not by a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm using numbers. On a scale of 0 to 747, it's 580. That's
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Got it.
And so as you're watching this bird, it's giant. It looks like an eagle. That's kind of got like brownish, silverish feathers, and every so often, some of the feathers spark with this little spark of electricity, just kind of arcing down, like going down the side of the wing, and then also in other places, little gouts of flame pop out, and you can see these things pretty constantly, like sparking and flaming around it. And whenever they happen to come at the same spots, they kind of like burst in this little kind of like violent little explosion of like electricity and flame. And it's just kind of preening its feathers, and it looks over at you as you come in. And this room is pretty bare besides that. It's the nest. There's an egg, a pretty large egg sitting behind the phoenix in the nest, and it's kind of roosting on it. And the manager turns to you and says, "Okay, what are your questions?"
I brought a bowl as like a gift.
Oh, okay. So that's why you said you have a bowl. I see.
Yeah. Like, not like a bowl.
You see the phoenix kind of like
I'm not
cock
gonna
its.
like share a bowl with the phoenix, y'all. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed, but I didn't bring my kit.
Got a personal
My kit.
glass blown
Yeah.
giant. The phoenix kind of cocks its head and looks at you, and looks at the bowl and kind of like looks back up at you.
I sort of like get on my knees and like awkwardly put it on the ground.
It seems to like that. Like it kind of like pulls a wing over. It just kind of like pulls it close, and then it looks down in the bowl and looks back at you, and then looks down in the bowl and looks back at you.
Okay.
Maybe.
What, you want me to put something in the bowl?
And she kind of goes, "Yeah."
Guys, I don't have any apples. I give them all the horse. Give them all the horse, y'all.
Heather just pulls out a thing of Marcona almonds from and just puts it in the bowl.
It likes that. That is appreciative. Great. And it kind of like takes them and it like kind of very gently. It's got an enormous beak, but it very gently like picks it up with the tip of its beak, and you see its tongue kind of in from the beak.
Nice.
And it just like eats one almond and just goes like makes a happy shriek. That's kind of deafening.
This is slightly terrifying.
The manager says, "Oh, the Phoenix accepted your offering. What are your questions?"
Hi. So, we had an incident at Apollo's daughter's wedding, and there were a bunch of sun devils. And
What's a sun devil?
they were kind of these little demony things that
Popped
popped out of a portal.
And where was this?
This was over at name the park here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Phoenix's head turns away, and the manager says, "I don't see how that's any of my concern."
Are you like speaking for the Phoenix? Like directly?
She kind of like says, "Oh, me? Yeah, I am."
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Oh, I didn't explain it.
Okay, so well, we were told by Apollo that you might know something about that. There was also a giant snake that came out of the portal.
And when he hears that, the Phoenix's wings spread out immediately, it's almost knocking you back off of your feet. And the manager shouts, "Describe it."
Real big, like long as a bus snake?
It was
Poisonous?
Huge.
Yeah.
Yes, it was venomous. It had fangs. It killed a man.
Apparently didn't mind fire.
The Phoenix is kind of like the fire and electricity are just like arcing off of it everywhere, not just in spaces. It is like radiating flame and electricity. And the manager shouts, "But I had gotten rid of them. I had exterminated them. They were gone." And starts just shouting like
Yeah. Like culty. Like real possessed like.
I guess not so much that. Not so much just like enraged at the idea. Like she's keeps screaming like, but I ended them. I destroyed them.
No. There's at least one left, because we saw it.
Where was it?
It came out of a fire portal, and then it bit Apollo's to-be son-in-law.
I don't care about that.
Killed him.
Where is it?
Well, he does, and that's why he told us to come to talk to you about it.
He thinks I would work with the horned serpents? I, the destroyer of the horned serpents, would stoop to them. I would bring them back when I left them from this world and destroyed their line.
I guess, but like he didn't know what they were, so he just thought because you guys like fight some a little.
He thinks that I fight him. He is a fool. He is not allowed in my home, but he can do as he pleases elsewhere.
Okay.
So how's this egg coming along?
What do you mean, how is this egg coming along?
How is your egg?
It's fine. It is my egg. It is what it is.
Someone told me to ask about your egg.
Ask what about it? It is my egg. That is all it is. I am reborn from it if I ever fall. I am the phoenix.
Okay, do you know how long it's going to incubate before it hatches?
It will never hatch unless I need it to hatch because I have died. I am the phoenix. I am reborn from my egg if I need be. There is no hatching. There is no another. There is only I, and I am the phoenix.
I thought phoenixes were reborn from ashes.
That I am reborn from my egg if I ever so need it.
Okay.
So, is the town named after you?
Of this land is mine. This is my home. I was born here. I was born in this land, in Greece. I was born here.
Wait. Oh.
So
I have always been here.
This isn't Greece.
Does not matter what this is. This is my land. This is mine.
Okay.
Okay, could you tell us about these horned serpents? Perhaps we could help you.
They are as ancient as I am. They stalked this land when I was new, when I was first born here, when I was born in Greece, when I was first born here. This is my land. I am from here. I am from there.
So you said that you got rid of all of these.
I hunted them all until they were gone, the horned serpents, and sent them back.
How exactly did you get rid of them, and how were you so sure that you had got rid of their whole line?
He spreads his wings again and taps his claw on the ground, and you see, seemed like, it's a big bird, but you notice for the first time these massive hooked claws that look like they could rip the top off of a bus, and how curved his beak is, and just how it drops down and curves into a point, and he just kind of cocks his head and looks at you and says, "How do you think I got rid of them? How does one get rid of anything?"
Okay, so they weren't just banished to another dimension.
No.
Because a portal opened up, and that's where this serpent came out. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a reserve in some other place, some other plane?
They are from this land as I am from this land, as I am from Greece. I am from this land. I am from here. I am from there. I am from here. They are from here, and they are gone. And if one has found a way to come back, then I will hunt it and I will kill it. For I am the phoenix, and I always have, and I always shall be.
We would love nothing more than for you to hunt this snake down, and we can help you with that. If these snakes are from the same time and maybe origin that you have, and you have a way of regenerating yourself after being killed, is it possible that the snakes also have a way of doing that?
If he has given them an egg too, then I will hunt him down, and he will no longer be welcome. If the Greek has given them the same gift he gave me, then he will never be welcome here again, and I will hunt him too.
The Greek? You mean the Apollo?
Yes, of course. Who else would I mean?
Did he give you your egg?
Zorba?
He gave me my egg. I was born in my egg. I've always had my egg. The egg was a gift. The egg has never been away from me.
Okay, so you probably won't be able to maybe leave this hangar for a while if you need to be watching your egg to maybe hunt down this snake.
I can find him. I will find him. Wherever he's hiding, I will find him. My egg is guarded. My people guard it with their lives. You hear the security guard outside, you hear him just like hiccup.
Yeah.
Like he's a cartoon drunk.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then we'll tell Apollo that you didn't have anything to do with it and that you'll take care of the snake. Hunky-dory.
Tell him to leave me out of his plans. He can do as he pleases, but stay off of my land.
You got it.
Okay. Well, if this egg ever does come close to hatching, I hope you'll consider me for a baby shower. And she just hands a business card.
He eats it.
Okay.
All right, well, that's your 5 minutes. Any last questions before you have to go?
When did Apollo give you the egg?
He gave it to me at the beginning of time itself. I have always had it. He gave it to me when I met him, but I've always had it.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, country. Okay. Sweet.
Thank you so much for meeting with us.
Enjoy the ball.
Leave. It's getting, like, super hot in here.
Okay.
I think the Phoenix has had enough visitors for today. If I can just escort you back this way.
Sure.
We all had a good time. I kind of blacked out for a lot of that. Did you get what you needed?
We got a lot of information. Thank you so much.
She's kind of leading you back across the tarmac. Well, yeah, if you ever need any other help, you can always come back. Just ask the front desk, and they'll know where to direct you. Anything else I can help you with before you head out? Do you need any flights? I can give you a voucher for some free peanuts on a Southwest flight.
You know
Sure,
what?
yeah.
One voucher.
And here's my card if you ever planning a wedding.
Oh, I won't be.
Okay, well.
I'm kind of devoted to my job. I don't leave a lot of time for these type of things.
Okay, well. She desperately looks around for like a match for this person.
You interestingly do not see.
Yeah, I don't see
like
anybody.
this person is like completely like if you can kind of like feel the ability to match someone, this person is like they've
Not
already been
matched.
matched. Like you effectively you feel her matched with the Phoenix.
With the Phoenix. Okay.
Effectively.
Yeah. I just go. Okay, well, thank you so much anyway. Really appreciate it. I'm Heather, by the way.
Alice.
Great. I'll be sure. Do you have a card?
I do have a card.
Great, because I fly a lot of people through here.
Yeah. So you get you take her card. It's just Alice Carter, Southwest Airlines.
Carter?
Carter.
Oh.
Alice Business Curd. It is Alice Carter, manager, Southwest Airlines, Phoenix assistant.
Okay.
It seems like an out of place thing, but
Sorry.
makes sense in this case.
Sorry, everyone.
It's fine.
I'm just looking for my paper.
What paper? This paper? Some
Yeah.
paper?
Yeah, some paper.
That's a smart business card, because
Thanks.
anyone who isn't in the know will just assume it's the city.
Exactly.
Thanks, assistant.
Smart business card. She probably. No one here probably came up with that.
Yeah. Also, the business card, like the fonts don't match.
Yeah.
Like her name's in one font and the rest is in a different one. And
They're
it
doing
doesn't-
it on a bad template.
Yeah, and the card is like dirt yellow.
Like dirt is.
Like dirt is. Like a dirty yellow, I suppose would be the right way to say that. But
Maybe they're hand pressed.
very possible.
Claw pressed.
Great, cool. Anything else you want to do while you're here at the airport?
I don't think so. We're fine.
I think we're good.
Oh, the Phoenix is going to take care of it, and we don't have to worry about it.
I will call you up next week because I have another wedding planned.
Oh, that wasn't her asking.
Oh, yeah,
that was
no.
just
Yeah, yeah.
If,
Oh,
you,
yeah.
if you guys
Oh,
wanted
yeah, yeah.
to do anything else here.
I'm gonna. Do they have? I don't know if this is a thing at airports. Do they have like the like flight schedules of airlines in terms of like what flights are leaving on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got them on big digital
Yeah.
verticals.
I'm gonna snap a picture of that. Or
Great.
so that,
Anything in particular you're looking to?
just in case I ever need to.
Do a story on the airport.
Yeah, do a story in the airport.
This just in, flight times.
It's just in case I.
Just about like airport story.
Yeah.
Throw up a picture of the airport.
Yeah.
You're doing your own
my
like not clip art, but like
Stock photos?
stock photos.
Yeah. No, it's more for knowing if I need to leave town when.
That's fair.
can do
It's
that.
one of those things where it would be different every
Yeah,
day.
that's why I was wondering if they would have something that's like, because like they're like I fly Southwest a lot personally, and like the same flights on like Saturdays. If they have like
Interesting. I
a
see.
brochure that's like,
Yeah, there wouldn't be anything specific that's like, here's when all the flights are for the future. It would kind of be like, here's
Yeah.
what it is today. You'd have to go on the
Alright.
internet. For
ugh.
I've heard of it. So this is sort of out of character. Or I guess we can discuss it. Like, did it seem like the Phoenix was, and I don't know if this was just a verbal hiccup,
yeah.
stuttered over calling itself the Phoenix?
Yeah, it did. It seemed very strange. And also that its egg has always been there, but that he
Got
Got
it.
it from Apollo.
And Apollo and the Phoenix aren't on good terms, so
Yeah, it's strange.
Unless the Phoenix seems.
maybe we should probably talk in the Phoenix, the place the Phoenix.
Oh,
is.
we're not listening.
Thanks.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him.
Mm-hmm. You guys want to go somewhere else?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to.
You have to stay here and work. I'm the last person that should be saying this. You have to stay here and work.
All right, great. Do you want to grab a bite?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
French fry heaven.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to go to French Fry
Yes.
Heaven?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
French
We're going to
fry
French fry
heaven.
I forgot that
Great.
was a thing.
Yeah, if you want to go there, perfect.
We'll meet up.
So you go to French Fry Heaven, which is back in Tempe. You had to go into Phoenix proper to get to the airport.
To leave Apollo's territory.
Right. Or whoever. I don't
Or whoever's, yeah.
know.
We just know that Phoenix is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. That's something that maybe I also should mention. That you guys kind of like it's generally known that like people don't set up shop in Phoenix proper because the Phoenix kind of like pushes people out. Yeah. So you go to French Fry Heaven, which is a little fast food shop. It's kind of a dumpy little joint on the outside and on the inside.
a dinery.
Kind of a little bit dinery, but like the spot between the space between like a McDonald's and a Denny's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like plastic
Like
benches.
they'll bring it to your table, but you're on your own after that.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to get your own silverware.
Yeah. Cool. So you get there, and there's a kid just kind of manning the counter. Like, welcome to French Fry Heaven. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm gonna get. Can I get a burger with no bun?
Yeah, sure. Just a
Thank
meat
you.
patty?
Do you have lettuce add-ons?
Lettuce instead of meat? Sure.
Okay.
Just kidding. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, do you have any vegetables? Do you serve vegetables?
Well, of course. We got tomato, onion, pepper. We got jalapenos. We've got what am I missing?
Fried zucchini, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Potato.
We can fry up a zucchini. We've got potato for miles, but I'd say that's more of a starch, maybe. I always thought it was a vegetable, but then I keep getting corrected and saying it's a starch.
Okay.
Okay. So if you could just put any vegetables you have in a bowl, I don't know how much that would cost.
No, that's fine. Boss says it's on the house today.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Oh, okay. Can I get a...
One thing, I see that glint in your eyes.
yeah, just one thing. Just a large-sized chili fries with
Oh, yeah.
extra cheese.
You got it.
And a side of ranch.
You got it.
That didn't count as a second thing.
A side of ranch didn't count as a second thing.
Hey,
The ranch will be 30.
30 cents.
And you see from the back the fry cook just give a thumbs up with a big smile. And you know that. I'd say you know that guy. He's kind of knows all the supernatural people in town. And you can see him like he's just kind of a heavy set older guy, getting a little chubby. But you know him as Manikel, the angel of peace.
Okay.
And you can see like every once in a while from the corner of from your eye when you look at him, it feels like you can see these like white wings coming off of him.
But if you ever look at it...
But then he like scratches himself and like doesn't look like it anymore.
Okay.
But he's like a super nice guy. And he brings out the food a little later. He's like, "Hey, on the house. Y'all feeling good today?
Thanks, Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I actually? This doesn't have to be on the house too. But can I get a milkshake?
All right. If this was about money, I'd say no, but who needs it? You
I know, man.
You know it. We all know it.
Hey, did you hear about Apollo?
Oop, nope. Didn't hear nothing. Don't want to hear nothing.
Okay.
Not interested.
All right.
Not interested. Unless he's having a birthday party. I love birthday parties.
No, he's not.
All right.
That's it. We're just gonna have a talk now.
Great.
Wait.
What flavor milkshake? You just said a milkshake.
Yeah, I was strawberry.
Yeah, good call.
Wait, have you been to a birthday party of Apollo's before?
I've been to just a lot of different birthday parties.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, Apollo's birthday party.
I don't think he's thrown one.
Okay, just wondering.
I don't
know.
think he has a birthday. It's just like,
Yeah, can you have a birthday if you're not ever born? I don't have a birthday.
well, I think he was. Well, I mean, Edith Hamilton.
I mean, you could pick any day arbitrarily.
Yeah, you could pick every day. I got my next year figured out.
Okay, Manny.
Anything else you need before I go? Milkshakes all around? I got you read like a book.
Okay, fine.
Strawberry, chocolate?
Yeah. How'd you know I wanted chocolate?
I don't know, I was guessing. You could correct me if it was different.
No, I love chocolate.
All right. No, you got it. And he just goes and like whips his hand and goes back to
Great. Love this guy. Manakel?
Manakel, the Angel of Peace. Former Angel of Peace.
Manekel.
Manakel.
Manakel.
I'm imagining he looks a lot like Teddy from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, that's a pretty apt comparison. Like Teddy in an apron.
Yeah.
And like he's got a Kiss the Cook shirt on under his apron.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to offend anyone.
Yeah. And he doesn't want to get it dirty.
Yeah.
This is one good shirt. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of weird how that egg seemed weird.
Yeah. You said it had always been there. But it doesn't seem right.
No. And plus it said it was from Greece and from here, and that doesn't make any sense.
Unless he thinks that this is Greece and he's been like abducted and thinks he's. I mean, has he never been outside that hangar?
Well, you know that he's like known to like occasionally fly around at night,
Okay.
like, making like going and personally intervening if anyone tries to do anything
something
on his territory.
Okay.
Yeah, and plus, like, he had to have gone out of the hangar to like kill these snake things that existed before time. So maybe probably the hangar wasn't there then. Is that right?
I don't know. It seemed those
how it
security
works?
guards could not have done a good job of protecting that egg.
No.
Well, I would be so afraid of that bird if I knew that bird was there. That bird could like
True.
eat us all like this.
I mean, it is kind of strange for him to employ such an
Napkins.
inept security force.
I'll clean my face when I'm done eating. I'll keep cleaning it over and over.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Well, I can ask around and see what people know. Like historically, probably a guy on the Paranet who.
See if you can find out about the horned serpents, because that might be useful.
Yeah. Did that serpent have horns?
You are not exactly horns, but they were definitely like protrusions, kind of like spikes in various places. Like some regular snakes have that also.
Those are like the like in real life. Those are like the ones that hunt with infrared, like the right?
Most snakes hunt with infrared. There are like horned vipers and like sidewinders and like a couple eyelash vipers. Those things are.
Eyelash vipers are very funny.
They eat eyelashes.
That's true.
First
This has been National Geographic.
First they poison them. Yeah, I could ask around about that. But why would Apollo give the Phoenix a magical egg that lets it come back to life if he fights them? Like the Phoenix doesn't allow Apollo in, but Apollo let it live forever? Like that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it seems very strange.
I fucked up. It doesn't make sense. You're right. I fucked up. Just kidding.
This person's here on their break.
Yeah. I followed you guys from the airport. What is this place?
Or it's a mystery, Richie.
No, I'm kidding.
No mysteries.
No, it's,
I just
it's
wanted
just
to-
like I fucked up. I messed up.
I just wanted to tell you that
Cancel it
this
all.
kind of could be a mystery, just like if you didn't know.
Okay.
What?
This game that you're running might be a mystery.
Who knows? Who knows what it could be?
The Shadow knows, but he's not allowed in anymore.
He's
The
not
Phoenix
Shadow.
doesn't let him in.
Well, you're in Tempe now.
Well, I think I might call this number because this number they texted me last night.
Oh, yeah.
It said to ask about the egg, and I haven't called back because I assumed it was after hours and I didn't want to disturb anybody. But
Wait, you didn't know who texted you?
no, it's a mystery number.
Wait. And I look at my beeper. Oh my god, wait, this thing doesn't say the numbers. Sorry.
Yeah, call that person back.
Yeah, so she just dials the phone.
So you dial the phone, and you get 4 rings, and then a doo-doo-doo. The number you are trying to reach has been disconnected.
Oh, drat! It's been disconnected.
They
guys.
still do that?
Yep. I think
Whoa.
actually, yeah, I've heard it recently.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then that may have been like a landline or something.
That they
How
disconnect.
would it have texted you if it was a landline?
I don't know, actually. I'm not
This
sure.
is like techno spooky. Maybe it was like one of the burner phones, like my friends have.
My drug
My drug friends. They are my friends.
Can I, would it make sense for the school paper to have a paid subscription to a site like Been Verified, or one of those things that you can use to like run? You can like look up someone's phone number or address and like see if they've been, who it belongs to, and like if they've been convicted of anything.
You could ask. You could
Okay.
ask and see if that's something you could get access to. But you'd have to like go to the paper and
Yeah,
deal with
yeah.
it.
Because I don't know.
I'll say effectively yes, but you're going to. Do you want to let's say you call your editor maybe
Yeah.
and see if your editor, whose name again is
Oh, I didn't write it down, did I?
Maxine
Yes.
Ensaldo.
That's a girl from my high school.
That's right.
She was
That's
a
my
cheerleader.
voice.
That's right.
I was like, that's a cool name for me to think up randomly on the spot, but no, I didn't. It's just you. So you call Maxine. He's like, all right, I do have that. It's not something we like to use all that often. Is this important?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a one-time thing. I know I haven't really used it before on a story, but this is kind of for a personal favor. If you could help me out, please.
You know that that's a public record that we checked that. It's like a credit report kind of. You can tell, you can look up who is doing these checks. You're okay with that?
Yeah, yeah,
And it's a one-time thing.
yeah. I promise.
Okay, but you owe me.
Yes.
Cool. Mark off a box of indebted.
Okay.
I believe you have 2 debt to the school paper now.
One to a former Apollo cultist.
1 to a former Apollo cultist and 1 to a school paper.
And then one to Maxine.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so the new weird stuff. Phoenix stumbled on calling itself Phoenix. Got egg from Apollo. And that's not spelled right. And horned serpents.
So what do you want to look up? She'll run it for you.
Well, all we have to give is the cell phone number, right? That it texted from. So I'm looking to see
So you're trying to look up that number and see what it's been connected to.
yeah, because sometimes you can find
Yeah. Oh, cool.
an address, a name of a person, an IP address, maybe.
Yeah, and you've taken a debt for this, so this should be a useful thing. Yeah, so you recognize. So it looks up that number was activated a day ago and deactivated today. Your assumption is right that you infer that it probably was a burner phone.
Mm-hmm. Does it have a timestamp in terms of what time it was activated and what time it was deactivated?
Yeah, it was activated It was activated.
I mean, I don't think we had times of when we
Yeah.
were texted so that you can.
It activated the day 2 days 2 days ago.
Okay.
The day that all of this started, it activated,
Okay.
and then it deactivated about 10 minutes after it made that text.
Okay.
So yeah, the first day, the afternoon of the day of the wedding, it activated
Okay.
Interesting.
around 5:30 p.m.
Deactivated just after sending the text.
Yes.
Is there a?
There's not a name attached. It was bought at a Target.
Okay.
It was activated at a Target.
Is there sometimes like specific phone brands have like?
Oh, this was a Samsung, baby.
Okay, yeah.
We only use Samsung on this show.
This episode is sponsored by
Southwest.
Samsung at Target.
Samsung, Target, and American Airlines.
Target.
Yes. And
Scene.
Twinkies. Sponsored by Twinkies.
Sponsored by. Okay. So we have some things to follow up on. I guess we could tell Apollo that everything's fine.
Yeah,
Right?
I guess so. Oh gosh, I wish I could ask him about that egg without
Being weird.
making him mad.
But we got some good news. We got a question. I think that we
that's
have
true.
good news and a question. I mean, I hope it's good news.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, we know what it's named, but I don't know. He likes results.
Maybe we can hold off on talking to him.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I might text his secretary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see if maybe she can kind of hint around a little bit and see what's going on. So
What do you want to text her? And that's Vanessa Grijalvis.
yes, Vanessa.
That is a name.
Grijalvis?
That's my dad.
No, that's not your dad. Your dad is not Vanessa Grijalvis.
Your dad is Vanessa.
Am I pronouncing that weird?
What?
Grijalvis?
I don't know.
I don't know what that. I've never heard that.
Grijalves?
That seems right.
That's a last name.
Yeah.
That's a last name.
You mean Grijalvass?
Yeah, that's the
Yep,
one.
That's the one.
Vanessa Grijalvis?
Vanessa.
She's heard that in school. So.
And
Yeah.
now we're playing Star Wars.
What do you want to text her?
Yeah, so just went to Phoenix. Do you know what the deal is with the egg Apollo gave?
Cool. You get a pretty quick text back minutes later. Say that again?
Yeah, so saw the Phoenix. Do you know what the deal is with the egg that Apollo gifted him?
You get a text back that reads, "I'm sorry, but I have a confidentiality agreement with the company, and anything that you need to discuss on the matter should be discussed with Mr. Apollo himself." And you get a second text a minute. Say it again one more time.
Yeah, so we saw the Phoenix.
And you want to know what the deal with the
Wanna
egg
know what
was.
the deal with the egg, yeah.
You get a second text that says, one moment, thinking how to put this correctly.
Processing.
Buffering. You get a second text that says, say your question one more time. I've had you repeat this question 4 times. This is crazy. My brain's not working.
Saw the Phoenix. Do you know what the deal is with the egg that Apollo gave him?
So yes, you get the first thing that says there's a confidentiality agreement. There's nothing I can do. I can't be involved in these type of matters. You have to talk to Mr. Apollo himself. And you get a second text that just says the word changing.
Changing.
From the same.
From the same.
Got it.
Any emojis this time?
No emojis.
Okay.
No.
Very important.
And you notice that like it says like CHANGNG, like the I is missing. You don't know if that's like just a quick typo.
She just texts back like, "Oh, sorry to bother. Do lunch soon."
And you get another text back that says, "Not a problem. Anytime you need anything, feel free to stop in the office and we can arrange a meeting with Mr. Apollo. Any leads he'd love to know about."
I don't know if I want to give them any more information at the moment. Although, I mean, I could give Vanessa some info because she knows whether or not to pass it along.
Didn't Vanessa speak in emojis before?
You remember she added an emoji,
okay.
But it was like not a specific.
Okay.
It wasn't that she was replacing words with emojis, right?
Okay. Seems so formal for Vanessa, though.
Also seems unlike a secretary to misspell something while typing.
I mean, that's true. I don't know what she's...
I think this is suspicious.
I mean, look, she has to walk the company line on this. So, it's possible that she will contact me. Who knows?
Changing?
You know what? I am going to pass along the info that we got to her because she'll know whether or not it's relevant to Apollo because she doesn't want to face his wrath either.
Maybe
So she does go ahead and text.
Maybe you should do that in person to make sure that it's getting only to her.
I mean, she wouldn't let anything that could anger Apollo get to Apollo, I don't think. So I'm just going to like text like Phoenix says it's horned serpents. Pass along to Apollo if you feel like it's relevant.
Researching now?
Yeah, researching.
You get a text back that says, I'll pass that along to Mr. Apollo. I'm sure he'd love to hear when you have further results, and he'll contact you if there's anything that you need.
Great.
And then you get a second text that says CRFL, all in lowercase letters.
Careful.
CRFL.
And these are all for the same number.
Yeah,
like, okay.
It was like same time texting from the same person.
Got it. I was like, in a second.
Okay, so I'm getting the impression that we should not go into Apollo just yet.
Yeah, I agree. Let's find out more about these serpents or egg.
Was that Beard Scratch in character?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which one. Which one do you think is more important?
You can find out stuff on both if you want to.
Well, I mean, like if it was an old thing, like myths, like shouldn't the student be able to find that at like a library or something?
I mean,
The local doesn't have the myth section. Is garbage, total garbo.
yeah. I mean, I could check it out, but I'm almost more tempted to see if anyone back at the hidden camp would know anything about this.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I didn't really get to talk to too many people.
Okay, if this is about seeing that horse again,
No, it's not. It's not. It's not
he's
about
not
the horse.
right for you. I would be able to sense if he was right for you, and he's another. But don't listen to me. I'm only the emissary of Aphrodite.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, it's not. I'm trying to help here, and this is the way I can help. These
Okay.
are who my new contacts are.
Okay. Well, if you think it'll help.
Thanks, Manny.
You got it. Hey, you guys need anything else? I got some French fries. They're already baked. I put some extra seasoning on them.
You baked them.
I baked them. I didn't even fry them this time. I baked them because I'm trying to be healthy.
Wow, Manny.
Hey, Manny.
Yeah?
I have a weird thing.
Me too.
Weird question. Well, we all have weird.
What does this look like to you?
Oh, that looks like a boil.
Yeah, that's fine. What's your question?
Like, this might be too many steps, but like, so you probably know a lot about horned things, right?
Why would I ever know anything about horn?
like the devil, right?
Whoa. I don't get mixed up in that guy's affairs. He's going to do what he's going to do, not my problem. I run a French fry shop now.
Okay. You've been around here a long time, though, right?
Heck yeah.
Like a long time?
I mean, here a long time?
Yeah.
I mean, this shop, like he points at French Fry Heaven, since 1984.
That's not that long.
Where French fries die and go to if they're good.
Yeah. If they're good enough. And if they're not.
They go to
French fry hell. That's
They
across
go to
town.
tater tot hell.
They get
Sign
remade
me
into
up.
tater tots.
Sign me up.
Okay, man. So, like, just from background information, Manny doesn't talk about. He knows supernatural people, but
he probably knows a lot because
But he
everybody comes in to eat because it's kind of a safe place for supernatural folk to go without any judgment or
it's open 24 hours.
And it's open 24 hours, and everybody knows that Manny doesn't let anybody fight in here. But he very much, anytime somebody tries to get to him, unless he doesn't realize that he's given too much out, he's fingers in the ears kind of guy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hey, Manny, how did that date go?
Not good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's fine. She's a Cancer. I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
Never works out.
Never works
Are
out.
all of your people Geminis?
Me, no, and I'm not even really either, but I like to think I am.
You set your birthday. You decided on a birthday.
No, I just like to think I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
It's fun to think of being twins.
Cool, Manny. See you later.
Bye. Come back anytime.
We find out later that Manny had a twin and absorbed him in the
And he
womb.
absorbed him
I
into
mean, he
heaven.
probably did, but it's probably like the Angel of War or something.
Oh my god.
That's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need any more of that.
Wouldn't that be... Isn't Apollo God of War?
No. God of the Sun.
A sun god, yeah.
Oh, Ares is God of War.
Yeah.
I apologize for my
Apologize.
interaction.
Well, if these, just as we're heading out to the car, if these horned serpents have, if the Phoenix is right and they were here for a long time, maybe we shouldn't just limit to Greek mythology. We should be looking out locals.
That's what I was saying. If if the Phoenix was from Greece and also from here, that doesn't make any sense. But Phoenixes are like mythically from Greece.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something weird going on, but I don't know. Yeah, like Native American myths or something.
I mean...
What do you want me to ask the Paranet about?
I mean, specifically the horned serpents in the context
Okay.
of that. And obviously, if they have any information about these demons or, anything else.
Yeah. Well, we already got the info on the demons, how they're like mindless and people just direct them.
Yeah.
Well, you can't post too much on the forum, or at least I got in trouble for spamming. So
yeah.
or no, I wasn't like spamming. I was like,
You know you're not supposed to share those emails chains.
yeah, but good luck.
Good luck indeed.
I don't want to have bad luck. Take that shit seriously. I had bad luck one time when my engine went out, and then I got arrested for possession. It was a bad week. Don't ever cross witches.
Oh.
Witches be snitches.
Like a literal, I got, this is dumb. I just got really high, and then I was wandering around in the woods, and I stumbled into this witch's cottage and stepped on her mums, I think were the flowers.
Like chrysanthemums?
Yeah. She called them mums. She was British.
Yeah.
And I got cursed for a little bit. Till I found this other witch who's going to this whole ceremonial washing thing. Anyway, the road.
Cool. So what are you guys looking to do from here? It's kind of open at this point. You can do almost anything you want.
Wow.
Let's go to the water park.
Fair enough. Roll for fun. What approach do you use?
I use the approach having fun.
That's not one.
Haste to run up and cut lines.
You do.
No, I'm just gonna go to the library before
Go
we
on,
do
Aaron.
anything. Yeah, just
You two think about what you're going to do. You could also go with him. Or I guess this question: do you all want to do something separately here, or are you going to go together and do a bunch of stuff?
Well, you're still in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to go back towards towards the camp of my people.
So you're going back to by yourself driving?
I guess that would.
If you want to
probably
wait
be
15, I'll just type this up and then I come with you.
That'd be great. Thanks, Phil.
Cool. And plus, like, if we really wanted to, we could cut out some of that hike.
Yeah.
So I've got a Jeep, and it can go on the thing.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe also. I can't remember if I did this before, but at the wedding, I was originally the photographer. So I probably would have snapped photos of these large snakes and the portal they came out of.
While you were fighting?
Yeah.
You turned into a bobcat.
Oh, I did turn into a bobcat.
Yeah, pretty
I don't
quick.
remember how early on. Okay, so I might not have photos of that.
Let's say you might have gotten like a photo of the beginning of it, like a kind of the portal opening and like a little weird head coming out of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of
Those
those.
would be little devils because the snake didn't come out till the very end.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's very much like hazy kind of
Yeah.
photo because of like how hot the thing is and the heat in the room all of a sudden.
Magic.
So you've got it, and it's clear to you, but maybe wouldn't be so clear to anyone else.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
it is.
I was thinking that I could like just get a printed copy of that off of my
Yeah, of course.
campus before heading out.
Very much so.
I'll run to the computer lab
Yeah.
while you're sending. Well, we'll both.
Oh yeah, no, we'll go to your computer lab. I can log on to my
My internet.
my internet anywhere.
Wow.
Just go to the campus library.
Yeah.
Cool. What else? Anything else that you guys are looking
Heather's
into?
going to send off her birds to look for and she's very clear about this with her birds, a big snake. Like, not like a snake that's big, like a huge...
And so what's your exact... Is it to
Like, just look
to
for-
fly around and see if they can find one?
Yeah.
Cool. Spend one
Yeah.
of your love
Yeah.
points to do that.
Love points.
I didn't have a better name for him.
Boy, baby.
I didn't have a better name for him.
Oh, that's good.
Cool. So, and in the meantime, are you staying with them, or are you...
Yeah, I think I'm staying with them.
Cool. So you guys are going to campus?
The campus library.
Cool. So you get to the campus library, and what are you asking the parent?
Hey, hey, Magicarinos. Anyone know anything about really, really big snakes that used to live in the area? Like creepy magic snakes.
And I'm just going to look up the Paranitter again.
It's on page 121.
Nice.
Active participant, one session, contact the parent to request it, determines what aid is typically helpful information, extraordinary circumstances may dictate in-person aid or even more information. Great, so you're just looking for information here about giant snakes.
Yeah, like horns. Specifically, I say horned snakes, but like big.
Pretty quick, somebody links you to a kind of like wiki page that's just kind of general like Native American mythology.
Got it.
And it kind of lists a bunch of different things, but you scan the page and you quickly see that they're in many different Native American... Southwestern specifically, Native American mythologies. There's the idea of the horned serpent, who are kind of like death personified type of things, and they were hunted down in most of these by the Thunderbirds.
By the Thunderbirds?
Yes. They were like kind of immortal enemies.
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, like this is like a... I knew about Thunderbirds. I mean, it's a car, but not a good one. But yeah, like Native Americans believe that Thunderbirds like control the weather. But they hunted the snakes down, apparently, according to this wiki article.
Yeah. And that's like
Wikipedia.
No, it's regular Wikipedia.
Okay.
They like legitimately just on this magical forum linked you to Wikipedia.
Yeah, because
They're assholes.
Yeah, and that's like that's kind of like an integral part of the myth, is that those two forces were always fighting each other.
But this isn't. This one said he was a phoenix, though. But there was like thunder
I wonder
and
if
fire.
those are synonymous or if that's something else.
I mean, there is a lot of overlap in how Thunderbirds are described in that mythology and how the phoenix is described in Greek
like
mythology.
different elements.
But most mythologies have some kind of overlap.
Big birds.
Yep.
Legendary
The rotes.
Arctic, you know.
Yeah.
I hear that.
I hear that. I have an original.
I'm sorry, I'm
Go.
listening in.
Manny!
A guy just playing Pokemon Go.
Well, that's certainly interesting. Is there anything on there about how to defeat these snakes, or other than...
It's really a deeper dive than this wiki. I mean, like, I can follow the links.
There's like it basically talks a lot about how like these were like massive things, but they were by no means unkillable. Like these were things that, like, ostensibly, if a person were skilled enough, a hunter were skilled enough and lucky enough, they could have killed one of these things. Ostensibly, there were many of them, but they were supposed to be hunted down to extinction by the Thunderbirds. But they weren't like an immortal.
Yeah.
It's not like godlike. It's just
They're
like
just
big.
scaled up.
So
Yeah,
were the
literally scaled
Thunderbirds
up.
supposed to be like that? Were they like deity level sort of things, or were they more like magical creatures?
More like magical creatures.
Got it.
Yeah.
Does Heather know anybody at, like, the local reservations?
You could spend a fate point to have a contact there.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break.
Oh yeah, we should
Let's
take
take
a
a
break.
pause. We'll get to that, and then we'll say, just to close out, you get your picture of that,
Yeah.
and your editor pops in. It's like, you know, you're good. You got what you needed from that check.
Yep, thank you.
You owe me.
Yep, I gotcha.
You will.
You know me.
I do. I know you owe me.
Okay.
Quick break. We'll be right back. Cool. All right. So where were we? We had just me talking to me.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah.
Oh, great. Cool. So we had just finished up at the campus library, and you're taking a picture. And yeah, so you printed that picture out, and it's like definitely clear to you.
Yeah.
But
It's like a Bigfoot picture.
yes, it's exactly that type of
It
thing.
could just be like flash.
Yes. It looks like it could be like a weird double exposure or something, but it also is fairly clear as to what it is, depending on
Yeah.
how willing you are to accept what your eyes see.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And you got your information from the Paranet. Anything else?
From Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Yep.
Okay, for in the future, I think I'm gonna do a little Wikipedia first.
And the let's say, because I don't want you to. Yeah, I mean that's
No.
fine, you got it. But the the comments kind of keep going. Is like, well, this Wikipedia is actually like pretty accurate. Like these things are described as like these godlike creatures, but really they were just like, think of it like a mammoth. Like a mammoth would be really hard to kill, but people could do it. And like then somebody gets like, well, actually a mastodon is, and then it turns into an argument.
Yeah.
And by the end, everyone's saying to lock everyone up. And
Bind these people up.
They've gone into Mastodon memes.
yeah,
And somehow some guy just starts saying, well, political correctness.
yeah, there's definitely
Magical correctness gone wild.
Oh my God.
cool. Okay, what were we doing next? You spent a fate points
Yeah.
to have a connection
contact at the reservations.
Yeah, and they've got phones and things. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
do you want to? You can call them. You can show
Yes,
up.
they do.
Whatever you.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go there.
Cool. Are you all going to go there?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, please join. Please don't make comments.
What do you mean?
Just please don't make comments. I know.
What?
Just sometimes you.
I love Native Americans.
No, I know,
Oh my
I
God.
know.
Some of my,
It was
touring
just
buddies.
that one time you wore that hat to that wedding.
I misread the invitation. I thought it was a costume wedding.
Okay, well, either way, you shouldn't be wearing that garb.
I agree.
Okay, thank you.
So someone gave me an article and I read it.
Okay,
and
good.
initially I was a little angry, but then I realized, come on.
Mm-hmm.
And then a student told me to check my privilege, and I did, and it was too much, and so I stopped.
I checked my privilege on the check your privilege BuzzFeed quiz.
Yeah.
And it said your privilege.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it gave you too many.
Give me a lot.
Cool. So you guys drive out, I assume, together? One car? We talking?
Yeah, we can take
Great.
it.
I prefer not to be alone.
While the reservations do have
Right.
phones and whatever, they're, sometimes the roads aren't great because the federal funding isn't great for them.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, that's what. It's not too bad to get out there, but it's it takes a bit. Takes an hour, and it's early afternoon. Like you guys went to the airport. It took 30 minutes to get there, and that whole ordeal. It's probably like 1. You guys had lunch and then stopped at the school and came back. So it takes you a little while to get out there, and you texted, I assume, and they said they would meet up for a quick chat, and we're gonna fingers crossed that this isn't a bad name, but your contact name is Jordan Red Eagle. People still have.
They do.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
Our contact name is also named Jordan. That was the name of the guy who died at the wedding. Or
His name
Gordon?
is
Gordon.
I
No,
can give
there's
you,
already a Gordon.
Is
Also,
this Hopi?
well, first name.
I know one actual Hopi name.
Let's have it.
It's Frank Pooley.
Frank Pooley. I should have just asked. Goodbye, Red Eagle. Frank.
Isn't that a story from Skyrim? Are we playing Skyrim?
Probably.
Something of Red Eagle? Like you
That's
saw
the
that
legend
dumb
of Red
book?
Eagle.
It's not good. I'm not doing good. Cool. So, yeah. So Frank meets up with you, and what do you need?
Yeah, so we've been getting. There was a kind of a debacle at my last wedding, and what we think was a horned serpent showed up.
The mythical creature, the legendary creature, a horned serpent. Seems very unlikely.
Yeah. Well, we just wanted to kind of know what are the specifics on those legends, and
horned serpents were creatures from ancient times, ostensibly, that my ancestors believe roamed the earth, tended to be kind of a malevolent force that would take lives, take souls, killers, and the Thunderbirds hunted them and eventually drove them to extinction, kind of like a dinosaur type thing. Like the Thunderbirds hunted them down till they were gone, and then they were gone. I don't know if that's a lot of people.
This guy isn't in the know, I'm guessing.
No, this guy is like a
historian, kind of.
He's not. He's like a plumber.
Yeah, he's
but he's kind of like that's what my people believe, and it's one of those like.
It's like an amateur story.
He's like no, not even so. No. Like he's just like these are the stories that we tell, and they're stories type of guy.
Do you can you put me in touch with someone possibly who might know a little bit more on the historical background of these myths? Yeah, these mythological.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah,
if it's okay
there's
to talk to.
I went to a talk a couple of weeks ago at the campus. There's a professor there who was giving a talk on some of like the ancient myths from the area. It's an interesting talk. Didn't specifically touch on that, but yeah, she might know a little bit more about that.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. I would love that.
He gives you the name.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And it's Cleo Hendricks.
Mm-hmm.
Another person from my high school. No.
That would be a big coincidence.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. And
No
thank
problem.
you for fixing my apartment.
No, yeah,
No,
that's fine.
thank
Thank
you
you
so
for
much.
helping me have a wedding.
Oh, yeah, for sure. How's that going?
You read his aura. Not so good.
No. Just secretly devastated.
It's fine. We're working on it.
Okay, well, if you ever need anything else, I have lots of counseling contacts.
We've got it all taken
Okay,
care of. We're
great.
fine. It's
Hey,
all right.
You know, marriage isn't for everybody. My parents are divorced.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sure makes me feel better.
Okay.
Phil said nothing the whole time.
Anything else? Like, and like, that's all. I'm sure there were reasons people believe these things, but the same, like, people believe that there's a chariot that pulls the sun across the sky. People believe there's,
Oh yeah.
myths and legends.
Well, yeah, like they found the dinosaur bones and they were like, "What's this?" And then they explain it with the myth.
Okay. What? You're saying dinosaurs weren't real?
No, dinosaurs are real. No,
Okay.
No, like
Okay, fair enough.
Like in like the Bible, like there's something about a dragon, and the people think that they saw a dinosaur. Yeah.
It's like somebody saying like, "Oh, I saw a dragon. What's the history of a dragon?" Well, it's that somebody said, "Hey, look what this must be."
yeah,
Anyway,
totally not real. Dragons.
fair enough.
Dinosaurs
real. We can all agree on that, I assume.
Phil.
I already
started this.
I said it was real.
Cool. Anything else you want to ask him, or is he ready? He can go back to work.
You can go back to plumbing.
I guess just, are there any myths on like sun devils?
Nope. None that I can think of. Not specifically. None that I know of, at least.
Like the mascot of the.
Yeah. I mean, it's a myth that the football team can win a game. I got him.
You're great.
Thank you.
Oh, I guess I should get visibly upset at that because I have a lot of school spirit.
That's fine. You got to deal with the truth, though. Yeah. I compel you to punch him.
I punch him so hard, and I say, "Go Sun Devils!"
Yipes.
Yeah, nothing that he knows specifically of that.
Okay.
That is
Thanks.
You got it, Chief.
I'll never call you.
No, you don't have my phone number.
Well, and I don't have any pipes in my house.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Do you need any?
No.
All
He
right.
does great installation.
Can't afford them.
I'm pretty cheap.
Maybe.
Reasonable prices.
We'll see.
Cool. He's gonna go back to work. What's next on the docket? You guys had talked about going back to the shapeshifter camp. Anything else you guys want to, or what? I guess No, I'm not gonna put any limit. What do you guys want to do? What's your plan of action?
Well, I guess we have 2 places we could go to get more information now. We could try to track down this professor on campus, or we can see if anyone at the camp knows information. But I honestly don't like
We also have LifeLock
to deal with.
to deal with LifeLock.
Almost too much to deal with.
Just do nothing.
Let's just sit and wait till something finds us.
Also a fine option.
I don't know. I'm not particularly bent on like going to this camp. It's just a safe place, or it feels like it's a safe place for me to be. And it's a place where there might be information, but this is like a more specific lead.
We won't let you get hurt. I mean, these LifeLock people are bad people, and we got them last time. And I didn't even open a can of Wapass.
Oh. You did open a can of grape juice.
That's true. Or grape soda.
Yeah.
Thank you, Phil. That's very nice of you. Yeah, I could go either way. As long as I'm feeling like I don't want to be alone or in a vulnerable place.
Stay over. I've got an extra dome. Well, I mean, I can like make a bed up in the glass blowing dome. I don't know, just have extra domes lying around. Can't afford them.
Thanks, Phil. I'll stick with my digs for now.
Digs.
I'm going to try to see if I can get in touch with this Cleo Hendricks.
That's a
Okay,
good
yeah.
idea.
Yeah, you don't have a number or anything, but you know she's. He mentioned she's in the history department at U.
I can never
What's the
remember.
college?
University of
U of
It's
A.
not- it's
ASU.
Arizona-
ASU.
I think it's
ASU.
Arizona State.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
gonna write that down because I keep getting mixed up with
With Arizona State University.
with U of A.
Is there a U of A?
Yes.
Yeah, there
And
is.
one of the schools is their mascot is the Wildcats, which is why it was so ironic that
You went to the other one?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ASU that you go to.
yes.
Yeah, so she just Googles Cleo Hendricks, History Department, ASU.
Yeah, there's like a general like
Campus directory.
campus directory, and it's got like a little faculty bios, and she's been at the campus in the history department. She's not the in fact she is the chair of the history department, and her specialty is folklore.
Folklore.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she have office hours listed?
Yep. And they're a couple hours from now, two hours from now.
Yeah.
I can probably get us in
now.
earlier.
Right.
I can probably get us in earlier because I'm a teacher.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's
Yeah.
possible she's teaching at that time. so-
True. Well, we can. You just go to the desk and you ask the secretary of the history department. Yeah. Hey, Gladys.
Hey, Phil. How's it hanging?
It's great. Were there any meetings with the food lately?
With the food?
With,
meetings
you know-
with the food?
No, meetings with with leftover food. You know the drill.
Oh yeah. There's a sandwich back there. I saved it for you.
Thanks.
You got it.
Oh yeah, is what's her name?
Cleo Hendricks?
Cleo.
She's working in her office. Do you need anything from her? I can arrange that.
Yeah. We just wanted to ask some historical questions.
Oh, she would love that. That's interesting.
I've been
I
thinking
assume.
about doing a project that is inspired by
Why are you waving your hands like
myths.
that?
Because it would be cool.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Big glass.
yeah, let me
snake
call
or
her.
Whatever.
She just kind
Just
of.
sand rains down.
I have to focus to control it.
She kind of like buzzes in and asks like if they've got time, and they say yes. You're like, hi, room 401.
Okay.
409.
Giddy up 409.
I knock
Yeah,
on the
it's
door.
open.
Hey,
Hello, can I help you?
I'm Phil Pischetti, associate professor in the. Yeah, glass.
Very cool. I've seen some of your. I saw your long vase.
Oh yeah, I tried to make a vase as long as you could make a
I
vase.
saw that. That was pretty impressive.
It was very long.
Yeah, a lot of the studios didn't want it to in the show because it was too long to.
Yeah, the flowers wouldn't reach the bottom of the
They did
vase.
not.
No.
And so you came in here, and she was kind of getting some writing done, and she looks very tired. Just kind of looks worn out.
Sorry, yeah, we don't want to you look like you're busy.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm a little distracted, but if you need history, I can take my mind off things.
Yeah. Do we? We were interested in some Native American local legends
Oh yeah, very good.
about the Thunderbird and the horned serpents.
What specifically?
Well, I've been just thinking about Native American myths, and I made this cool Storm Bowl.
Cool.
It was inspired by the idea of a Thunderbird, but I just wanted to get some background to get my creative juices flowing about
Yeah.
stuff. These are my friends.
Hello.
Hi.
It's Thunderbird's a legendary creature in certain North American indigenous peoples' history and culture. Supernatural being of power and strength.
Yep, you're literally reading Wikipedia. Here we go again.
No one knows what happened.
Okay.
It's
Because they can't definitely see it.
It's a great lightning bird. No one can see it.
I'm so sorry.
That was, and they often hunted, as you mentioned, the horned serpents, which were present in a lot of different places. Some of them kind of a sea serpent with kind of crystalline scales. Some of them almost like a giant viper. All of them with signature horns or bumps similar to horns.
So were they like different elements, or like was the sea serpent different from like the
different mythologies?
Oh, okay.
Do the sea serpents have the horned serpents in general have like an origin story that fits into this mythology?
Not so much an origin story. They simply are. They simply were, I should say.
So they were hunted to extinction.
Correct.
By the Thunderbirds.
Very much
got that far.
Is there anything, because I took your intro class, History 4, Folklore and Legends. It was a really big lecture class, and I didn't really speak up in class very much.
That's too bad.
But I remember us talking about how there are a lot of sort of parallel myths that are similar across different cultures, either because of like oral traditions or them being based on like large geologic events. And different
like flood myths and
like different cultures, even if they weren't connected, would develop similar folklore about them. And so we're wondering if there's any connection between the indigenous peoples' mythology around the Thunderbird and the Greek mythology of the Phoenix.
Interesting question. Let me think about that for a second. So you're asking if there's any Phoenix and Thunderbird connection. Well, there's a lot of crossover. Yeah, exactly. Ha 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 ha. She laughs like that.
That's a faculty laugh.
That's one faculty laugh for certain. Well, that's an interesting question. You know, the only way I could see that happening is if those creatures were real. If there were such a thing that you could see, some kind of enormous bird. And, people also talk of a rock, of a massive bird. Perhaps ROC. Perhaps someone saw an albatross and said, "Oh, that must be."
Or like the Bible and dinosaurs and dragons.
Right, or like Lord of the Rings, where there was a big eagle. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. What?
Don't laugh.
So I don't know that there's any specific crossover, though I suppose if those something similar to that existed, indigenous and various cultures would possibly interpret that differently.
Are there any myths about the Thunderbird and an egg?
Ostensibly, they laid eggs, but mythologically, they are no different than very large, powerful birds who...
But phoenixes aren't like that. They're like ashes. They come back from ashes.
Correct. Phoenixes, when they die, they burn down to ashes and rise. A flame comes from the ashes, and the phoenix is reborn.
Just like Harry Potter.
Exactly, just like Harry Potter.
I'm curious about... are there any myths about people summoning those horned serpents?
Like sorcerers or something.
Or maybe like a supernatural being that has control of them?
Assuming any myths about such? Not specifically. There were part of in some cultures, in the Cherokee specifically, the horned serpents, ostensibly the horns could be used as medicine. So perhaps someone, if they were to try to summon it, if they had such power, which again, mythologically, could attempt to bring one forth in order to take their horns. But I don't think that has ever happened in any myth that I've heard. Once they were gone, I think people were glad that they were gone. These things were, in some places, the very gaze of one could kill you. They had a poisonous breath that they could spew in front of them, and anyone in the area would be instantly, their hearts would stop. So I don't see why anyone would in the myths at least summon them.
What about like So I'm just doing a general mythological thing of local things, and I was thinking this would be funny,
Sure.
like sun devils, like because we're the sun devils. Like what?
Yes.
Like what?
There's a little like skittering devil that was like, "Ha ha! I'm the sun."
Something like that. Yeah. Like, are there any like local myths about that, or like where did we get that name? That's just bonkers.
That's a great question. Let's find that out. I'm thinking currently. Look at me think.
Oh God, we can just do this off camera.
No. She doesn't know that's actually like one of those like, I think it was just like a drawing. I think someone drew something and they went, it's a sun devil, and they. Are you talking about Sparky the Sun Devil, the official mascot?
Yeah. Okay.
Originally, our mascot was an owl, then a bulldog, and then the student newspaper, the State Press, ran frequent appeals during the fall of 1946 to urge the bulldog to be replaced by a sun devil, and the students voted. So I believe it was a student who designed the sun devil itself.
What was the year that happened?
1946.
Interesting.
That student is a monster.
That student was J.P. Sorcererman.
Why always J.P.?
Because it's funny.
It's great.
Ish. It's funny-ish. It's funny adjacent.
My daddy's a J.P.
Your dad's a sorcererman.
That's not true at all. He has neither of those initials.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
Heather hears that fact about the Sun Devils, and just kind of like a little bell rings in your head.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of just like, oh yeah, I think I've heard about that. And you think
Audrey.
Audrey, sorry. And you think you not only have heard about that, but you remember like a specific, you remember the specific article, kind of on the wall in the newspaper office.
It's one of the framed ones.
Yes.
Big win.
Yeah.
For the paper.
Yeah.
It's on the wall. We make big changes here.
It's the article that's like, we don't, because they changed it to a bulldog to try to be like Yale.
Yeah.
It's the reason.
Oh, really?
And then so the article was like, we want to be our own thing. We're going to be, and then they made up the Sun Devil, and that got the students to vote.
Right. Okay. So this rings a bell in my head.
You just remember seeing that article because it's framed on the wall and with a couple other notable articles.
Yeah.
Under a heading that says,
We
"Be
did
the
it."
change that you want to see in the world."
And this image pops clearly into your head, in a way of almost not even a memory, you just can see the wall.
Okay. Like a vision.
How am I supposed to know? It's your head.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. If you have any, I love talking about this stuff. I'm going to be taking a couple of days leave, but if you...
Oh, what's wrong?
Family stuff. It's kind of, been a hard week or so.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine. We're hoping to get it all sorted out, so we'll see. But
If you need any help or anything, feel free to ask.
It's not the kind of thing we can really help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there death in the family?
We sure hope not.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. But
I have the names of some grief counselors if you need them.
well, hopefully we won't.
No, hopefully not.
Well, even if you do, if everything does turn out right, still experiencing grief before things happen, you might need to talk to one. So
That's a great point. And thank you very much. I don't mean to burden you. It was a nice distraction to talk about this stuff. So maybe we'll talk again.
okay, I'll send you an email if this gets to be a show.
Yeah, I'd love to. And, yeah, great. Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. On the way out, can I ask the want to talk to Gladys?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, I was sorry to hear about her family stuff.
Yeah, her sister's missing.
Oh
I
yeah.
shouldn't talk about this. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean,
We won't say anything.
Yeah. By the way, another meeting just got out. There is another sandwich.
okay. Yeah, I just wanted to send her, condolences.
Yeah, of course. Her email's just hendricks@asu.edu.
Yeah. What was your sister's name again? I think we met at that art show.
Her sister's name? Her sister's name is Mel.
Mel?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. And I grab the sandwich.
Hey, save half of that for me, would you?
Oh, no,
I didn't eat lunch.
No, sure, take the whole thing.
Oh, I only want half.
I already got one.
I'm on a half a sandwich diet.
Okay.
It's where you can eat as much as you want as long as it's
half.
half of it.
I cut the sandwich in half with the scissors from her desk. Leave half of it there.
She pretends like she's gonna staple it together.
Gladys. Okay. See you later.
See ya.
What's your read on Phil and Gladys?
I mean, they're nice people.
They seem compatible.
They're compatible as good friends.
What?
You and Gladys, you're compatible as good friends.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know, he knows.
So what do we want to do now?
Well,
Wait, who's this? Her sister's missing.
her sister's missing. I wonder if that might be something to,
Is she
One
of you?
I don't know. I told you I just met all these people, but it's very possible.
We could ask him.
Ask the
Yeah.
The horseman and
the horseman.
and Lady Snake woman.
Let me also, while we're on campus,
Yeah.
I need to stop in the journalism office, student paper office.
Okay.
I want to just write down the name of the Sun Devil mascot. I'm guessing was either submitted by us. Was it a contest where students submitted and then everybody else voted?
It looks like it was a thing where the article initiated we should have a vote.
Okay.
And then it got voted by a very wide margin that should be the
Okay.
yeah.
Is there is there one person who first submitted the idea of the Sun Devil? Or
Go to look at the article?
Yeah.
So the article is along things says they changed it to the Bulldog because they wanted us to be like Yale, but we're our own school and we deserve our own legacy. Mm-hmm. So I'm submitting. This is Sparky the Sun Devil, and there's a little a little rudimentary drawing of a little face. Celebrates Arizona's our place as the desert in the desert, and we're all about the sun, and we're a place that we celebrate the land that we are in, blah 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 blah. So we want to initiate a vote, and we think that the school student council should initiate a vote to change the mascot because we want our own school identity. Let's hear it for the Sun Devils. And the byline is Sarah Solomon.
Okay. Oh,
Sarah Solomon.
that's Apollo's daughter.
That is Apollo's daughter.
Okay.
That's weird.
In 1946. How old is she? I mean, she couldn't have been that old when she at her wedding.
she is a demigod.
Yeah, some supernatural people age real slow. Mm-hmm. It's 1948.
6.
6.
8? 6? I don't remember.
It was 6.
Yeah. 1952.
1901. 1901. That's really weird. Sarah Solomon made the Sun Devils, so someone either used it against her and was teasing her about that, or she was... But why would she summon Sun Devils to ruin her own wedding and kill her fiancé? That doesn't make any sense.
Unless she wanted them to only kill her fiance and then everything got out of hand. Either way, we know that she knows or at least thought up the idea of the Sun Devils, or knew what they were before submitting it to be the mascot. Right?
Yeah. Who lost in that submission process?
Oh, in the 40s?
Like who? Like
Who else?
what else?
Who else
Votes were there?
submitted?
I think the votes were to change it or to keep it as the bulldog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy the happy dolphin, and
Yeah.
The bulldog did it.
It was the bulldog.
it doesn't make any sense unless there's a were-bulldog who's very old.
Unless there's a student organization that is still the dissenting party.
Keep our history.
Yeah, it's like we're pro bulldog.
I'm kind of at a loss of what to do.
I think let's keep that in the back of our minds, and I think you were right in wondering if this missing person is maybe someone like me.
Cool.
Okay.
So how do you want to deal with that?
Well, I don't really have anybody's.
No, they specifically weren't given that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means we've got to go there in person
Mm-hmm.
to the cave.
To the Philmobile, the Piscetti mobile.
What time is it?
The flying Piscetti
It's
monster.
mid-afternoon, like
Okay.
3, I would say,
I feel like Heather has a date set up tonight.
with herself.
No, she has like an OK Cupid.
For herself.
Yeah, for herself.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
With herself.
with myself.
She would.
Mani-pedi night. With myself.
But that won't be for a few hours at least.
Yeah, and you can get out in an hour to there and back, and
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
She's
doable.
really trying to not be single.
I know, yeah.
Cool. So you guys hop in the Piscetti Jeep and drive out there, and then get part of the way up. But you do have to hike part of the way.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's a trail.
I pull off where it's like
Yeah.
starts getting steep.
And you get
They don't like you to park up here, but I'm not gonna let the Fed tell me where to park my damn car.
the Federal Reserve.
The federal government. Somebody calls them the Fed.
Well, we're not gonna let Greenspan.
Alan Greenspan tell me where to park my car.
So you get get out of the car, walk a little ways, and you're kind of going around, and you hear a couple of people talking from a little further up the trail, and you hear somebody. You guys are like maybe 5 minutes walk from kind of that pass that you have to, the Fat Man's Pass, where it's real thin to squeeze through, and you hear a voice say, "So what, we just run in and start shooting?" This is gonna translate really well to audio.
Oh yeah. Because we're also gonna
Anyone's
audio
not
port
watching the
this.
screen.
Oh yeah. So Phil sort of signals and makes the shape of a bowler hat up there.
Bowler hat. Oh yeah. A derby hat.
Derby hat or whatever.
Phil doesn't know hats. I'm gonna be a cat so I can sneak up closer to them and listen to what they're saying.
Cool. They're kind of around.
We can see them.
You're like going up the side, kind of a. There's like cliffside.
A little
to your
mesa
left.
like thing.
Yeah, so they're kind of around the corner, but it sounds like they are pretty close. And you hear 3 voices.
And they all sound the same, don't they?
No, they do not. 2 of them, one says like, "So we just run in and shoot," and another one says like, "Yeah, what's the plan here?" And the third guy is kind of like, you hear him he's kind of like, "You don't. It doesn't. You run in, you kill him, you do whatever you have to do, and we go back and we say, 'Don't fuck with us.'" And this third voice is kind of like ratty, kind of sounding. But yeah, they definitely don't sound the same. 3 different distinct voices.
Heather sends another bird to warn the camp
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool.
because that
And
owl
how
can
do you
talk to the birds.
Oh, right.
got that contact.
Right. Yeah, it can pass on a super simple message since the owl can talk to her, if the owl's there.
Yeah.
Great. And you spent a point for that?
Yep.
Good. Cool. So what are you going to do?
Should we? And he's just miming like kick their asses. Do we kick their asses?
I'm gonna also run up or towards the camp, and I can talk to other cats.
You'd have to run past them.
Or climb over the mesa.
Yeah, I can't climb.
It's like a wall, like a
sheer
cliff wall.
cliff
Like it would
wall.
be. You could try. It would be very difficult, and if you fell, it would probably make a lot of noise. But you certainly could try.
I mean, I don't know. I could just be a wildcat or a bobcat that happens to be there.
Yeah.
They shot at what they thought was a cat beforehand, a
I
normal
know,
cat.
I know.
They seem to be rather twitchy.
Can I sense any like compatibility between these guys?
You would have to be able to see them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Line of sight.
Line of sight. Let's get out the rulers.
And your
Yeah.
thing is, you don't have to.
Exactly.
Your thing also.
Well, we're around a corner, but does it count as? Will it block movement?
Your thing also is you don't have to be able to necessarily like tell. You can put something there
Oh, yeah,
mechanically.
yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be like, is there anything? Like you can say like, okay, I'm gonna put an aspect on these two guys, and then you spend a point to get one free invoke on it.
Yeah.
So like that's something you can do if you guys, even if you guys like get in a fight with them. I'm not saying that's what you should or shouldn't do, but like you could send that to put like watching out for each other on
Yeah.
them, and then like tag that to like make one of them not see what's behind them because he's looking out for the other guy, like that
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah, Phil's ready to. He's not gonna let these people shoot.
So you want to?
Phil's like, kick their asses.
I think I'm going to. I can. So, okay. So I can use my beast collar stunt to make an I can make a roll an automatic success.
To overcome an obstacle is basically what it is.
Okay.
So if it's like, and it has to, you could like, ostensibly like, if you wanted to like climb up and over and make sure that happened, you could use it for that type of thing.
Yeah.
Or you could give yourself just +4 to an attack, or +4 to a roll. But like to overcome an action would be to like accomplish something specific.
Yeah. I can't just be like, all my rolls are successes.
Yeah.
I think I want to use it to be able to get up and over.
Cool.
The mesa.
Yeah, so you get up and over, and like, yeah. So we're saying it's like up and over, and then like you can go past, because it's like, I'm trying to describe this in a weird way, but like you guys are here, there's a curve kind of around going up, so you can climb up and like go past where they are, so they're like below.
Yeah.
where yeah. Cool. Yeah, so you can.
Leaving us two over here.
Yes, very much so.
Bye.
Are you guys gonna stay there and wait? Or are you gonna play?
Phil is
she did not say.
Phil
She
is
turned into a cat and
stretching.
Yeah.
left. Stretching.
Phil is stretching.
Good.
Heather's like kind of behind a boulder, just kind of in case.
There's a big old boulder.
Like you see him like stretching his fingers and like getting his hands ready.
Great. What are you doing when you're going up there?
I'm trying to get to the main camp, and try to warn everybody, I guess. But as a cat, I can only talk to other cats.
No, you can talk to people you can communicate simple ideas to people who know you are
That's true.
Who specifically? Yeah. And like simple ideas like
danger.
danger. Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
Follow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know actually how that extends. Would that work to people who aren't like know me super well personally? But
I would say like the ones that you communicated with that saw you as a cat last time. So probably just the guy that turns into a horse.
Yeah.
He's the only one that saw you
Yeah.
as in that form. So for now, I'd say only him.
But if I communicate something to him, he could communicate it to.
Right. But it's like a one
Right.
word.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go
But didn't
find.
Brenna already spend a thing to do that?
To do what?
She
Oh,
sent
to
a
go.
bird to go warn them.
Yeah.
Did you miss
But
that?
can her bird only talk to other birds?
Ostensibly to that owl person,
Oh.
if she's there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's true.
So you're above them, but you can do anything if you want to, like, add to that, because, like, that bird will probably take a minute or two to get there and find that person, and it's probably going to eat a berry on the way. And,
For
like,
sure.
So
Yeah, I guess
if you
I
wanted
mean, I
to
didn't-
increase the speed, we would say that, like, you could do that also to get their attention faster, because it would take time. It would work, certainly, and yours would work as well, but if we do both, let's say it could happen faster.
Yeah. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Cool. Great. So you get up there and you see the bird, the lovebird, kind of like flapping around, hooting at the owl woman, and she's going, berries? Where? What? Like,
Yeah.
And then danger? What? And then you walk in and you see, I think his name is Gabriel.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah. And he notices you and he's like, oh, what's going on? Something's danger? What's happening?
And I can only
Like a word.
run.
Run. Everybody, run. And the owl woman's like, yes, okay, this is what, it's danger, run. Okay. And they all start running. The owl woman takes off, and they all start shift into animal forms and start running down the trail.
Except for the
No!
except for the tortoise guy.
Except the tortoise. He starts going, but he is. So, and not all of them that you noticed are there. Like there's probably, let's say four
there?
people there. Snake Lady is there. Snake Lady, tortoise, owl, horse, and giraffe.
So you don't have time to try and stop them from going that way, or nope.
When you say run, he goes like, "All right, everybody, get out of here! Like, let's get out."
Yeah.
And they all,
that feels
not
fair.
they don't all turn into animals, because it would be more difficult for a giraffe to go down than a person, I assume.
Yeah.
But like, and the tortoise as well. And the tortoise is like a real old guy.
with a walk.
But they start running down the trail.
Okay.
What do the derby guys say when they hear them coming?
They haven't heard them coming yet.
Okay.
But you both down there, hiding behind boulders and stuff, hear them say, you don't know what's happening up there, hear them say, on the count of 3, run in. 3, 2...
Surprise, motherfucker!
So that means you get to start.
I say, surprise, motherfucker, and then
So you pop out, I assume?
yeah.
These are 3 guys in leather jackets with shaved heads.
Oh.
2 of them big, beefy guys,
Yeah.
and one of them kind of a little ratty-looking guy who's like jittery and freaking out.
I say, surprise, motherfucker, and then shoot sand in their eyes.
Which ones? There's, like I said, 2 big guys.
Oh,
one
yeah, and I can probably only do one person at a time.
Correct.
Got it. One of the big guys
Cool. So
feels
that's
a little
a
sizist.
fair enough. So that's
It's a haste, because that's what my talent is. It's a 3.
that succeeds with style.
Oh, great.
Giving you 2 free invokes on that.
So, yeah, just hand me one of those. I assume I'm not inspired anymore.
Correct. Yeah.
He's still so inspired by that bowl.
You still are. You just don't have it anymore.
Yeah. It literally inspired me to do a supernatural themed. Okay, so blinded on 2 free invokes.
Yep.
On one of the big tall guys.
Yes.
Big guy number 1.
Yep.
Big guy number 1.
And the 2
mama.
big guys have pistols,
Got it?
and the small guy has a knife in each hand.
Okay. Great.
Whose turn is it?
It is blinded guy.
What? Who is this guy? He is going to attempt to grab you by the collar.
Great.
So he is going to make a force check.
I'm going to make probably a haste dodge out of the way. That
Yep.
typically is what I do. Good luck.
It's a 2.
It's a 5.
Very good. So you again succeed with style.
Guy's blinded.
Phil is styling.
And yeah, remember you can spend 2 of those even on his things.
Oh, I succeed. So I get another.
No, there's a different thing, and this is for defending. You get a boost.
I get a boost to my next.
Before the end of your next turn, you can
Got
get
it.
+2 to something. And remember what we're doing with those free invokes is that you can spend them for other people also.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Cool. So he's going to choose the other big guy, who is also going to try to grab you.
Got it.
And also rolls a 2.
Oh my god.
That's 4 pluses?
That's 4 pluses. Grand total of 6.
On second boost.
Phil-
You can have multiple boosts.
Phil is high
Haste.
on adrenaline.
Yeah.
He is going to pass it over to the third guy, who is high on something else.
Probably methamphetamines.
And he is going to attempt to stab you with his knives.
Got it. Jesus.
He is going to. He's going to spend a fate point, which actually goes to you,
Hoorah!
to add +2 to that.
Let me see how well Phil is dodging. Not as well.
Phil is not comfortable dodging.
Can you use aspects to reroll as well?
Which
Like-
your own aspects?
The blinded one. For example, I wanted him to get in the way on accident.
Yes, that's perfectly fine.
Got it.
Yep.
Because you can't see.
Yeah.
And slightly better by 1.
What's your?
That was overall 0.
Great. So he inflicts 2 shifts of damage to you.
Can I use my boost?
Yep.
Cool.
To give it a tie.
Yeah,
A tie means he misses, but he gets a boost.
Great.
Yeah. So he.
Yeah, basically, I kind of drag the other guy in the way of him.
And he like stabs through his leather jacket, like trying to get to your throat. And they will make it your turn because there's besides you guys, there's no one else to go.
Okay, so I think like Heather comes out from behind the boulder, and can she tell that guy's high?
It's pretty
pretty
visibly clear that like he is on something.
Okay, so I think she's.
You could try to find out on your turn.
So I think she's going to aim a charm at that guy and
Great.
say like there's bugs everywhere, just to like try to like scare him off essentially.
Cool. So we'll say that's like just your basic attack, but if it does
Yeah.
inflict a condition, then we'll figure out what that exactly means. So that's using guile.
You can just mess with people's minds.
Yeah, I'm a charmer.
Oh my god.
What would he?
So many bugs.
What would he would probably defend with intellect, I would guess.
Yeah.
Which is not his strong suit.
No?
Yeah.
So
What's
that's
your?
a 7 total?
He rolled a -1. So that's going to inflict 8 shifts of damage. You also have the option to reduce it by 1 to get a boost that you can use before the end of your next turn. So if you want to do 7 shifts instead of 8, you can get a boost.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. So 7 shifts of damage. So he's going to take 5 shifts of damage and gain the condition. What kind of condition do you want to put on him?
So probably
Something to do with, you are charming him in some way.
Yeah.
So something to do with that, probably.
You were trying to convince him that he had like
Bugs all over him. Yeah, there's bugs all over him. So like repulsed, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. He's repulsed. Cool. Great. And then we're gonna say it's you and the people's turn.
The stampede's turn.
So the stampede is running down, and next turn, you guys will get there.
Okay.
And you guys hear the
stampede of people.
The stampede, and you hear like horse hooves and people's feet and slither sounds. I don't know.
Slither hooves.
And so you get to decide who goes first.
I'm gonna make it Phil's turn again.
Great.
Good call. He's doing well.
Yeah.
Phil is going to see. Two guys have guns.
Yeah.
So he's gonna try to blind the other guy. Significantly not as good. That is a 1.
I roll a 0, so you would succeed.
Okay.
With 1 free.
Blinded. Big guy 2.
So you've got 1 free invoke on each of them left, I assume, and 1 boost left.
And 1 boost left. Oh, I need to use it this turn.
But before the end of this turn. So you could succeed with style.
Yep.
Basically give yourself a 2nd free invoke.
Yep.
Yep. That's the way to go.
Get sand in your eyes.
Who's next?
So can I choose like the
Yeah, let's say if you choose them, they'll get there and you can take a turn when you get there.
Okay.
Yes, I'll do that.
Yeah. So the stampede of people and animals runs down, and like the horse kind of like whinnies and rears up when he sees these guys there, and
and I say, "Get him!"
And these guys are the ratty guy also yells, "Get him!" It's your turn.
Because I know which of the humans standing in front of me are my friends and which ones are my foes, I'm going to... So wait, refresh me on big... There's one big guy?
There's 2 big guys. Yeah. Each are like...
Sand in their eyes.
Yeah.
Red crying eyes.
Yeah, crying eyes.
And one is bugs.
And
one is looking... He's like wiping his shirt off.
Possibly of sand.
And
you don't know.
And ratty guy still has 2
That's
knives.
the ratty guy. Yeah, he still has 2 knives, but he's like...
Oh, ratty guy thinks he has bugs on.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Then where's the big guy number 2?
Big guy number 2 is also sand blinded. I got them both.
Okay. It'd be helpful if I gave them names, but I like this better.
They don't have names.
Good.
That's the thing about them.
And the big guys both have a gun on them?
Yes, pistols each.
Okay.
It's no more dangerous than a fist, but...
Really?
Well,
yeah, there's no base damage.
It doesn't have supernatural?
No.
Can it do much
But
more long range?
Yeah. And they might have a bonus to shooting people.
Yeah. They might have like a class of stunt.
The way the NPCs work is they can have stunts, and they can have instead of doing a full stat for minor things, you go all right, well, these guys are good at shooting people and making people mad, and they're bad at following rules and backing down. And you have that's it. That's what you do. So fun. They might have that. Anyway,
that might be what they have.
Not exactly.
We got them. We tricked them.
Okay.
You charmed Richie.
I think I'm going to whichever of the big guys is closer to me. I'm going to leap on his head and or neck and do one of those again.
Great, go for it.
Would you like to take advantage of the fact that he's blind? Well, wait until after you roll.
Yeah.
Yes, I would. Hopefully, he can't reach for his gun and shoot me.
He's got it out.
And this is a haste?
If you're trying to quickly do it, it could be most things.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't be intellect. It probably wouldn't be. But it could be flair if you're roaring, trying to get everyone looking at you. It could be haste if you're just jumping out. Guile if you're like waiting for his back to be turned, and then it could be a lot of things.
I'm just gonna go with haste since we're running at full speed right now.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so that makes my haste at 4.
He rolled a 2, so you would inflict
Would
2
you
points of damage.
like to?
Yes.
It'd be easier to hit him if he was blinded.
Yep, he does not see you coming, and he just gets like fully, and you just like leap on him and do like the traditional like leaping on
Cat
him.
fight.
Yeah,
And his
traditional cat.
traditional cat fight, where he becomes an animated. There's a cloud of smoke and then just scratching noises.
And he is like very scratched up. Like this is a rough. That was very bad.
I turn his eyes into X's.
Pretty much. He's still got him, but his eyes are not doing well today.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
It is. Am I representing the stampede?
They've already gone for their turn. They got there, but you were running ahead. Yeah. So Heather hasn't gone, and the bad guys haven't gone.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it bad guys' turn so they don't get several turns in a row.
Which bad guys? There's the 2 big guys and the ratty guy.
Let's make it rat guy.
Cool. He is like he is swiping around randomly at this point
With his knives?
With his knives, he is just like stabbing around at everything. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there anybody got a D4 or D6? Actual?
Yeah. Here, we've got an actual D6.
Great.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you added other people.
I added other people. So he takes a swipe at Phil.
You can't stop me now.
You can't stop me now.
Except it was a wash.
What stat were you rolling to haste again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he just dodges out of the way. He doesn't. He can't focus his way out of the
You're
way.
adding your haste to that, right?
So it's a 2.
Great. He rolls a 3. So he does only 1 stress of damage to you.
Got it.
He's there's no finesse to it. He's just kind of.
Yeah. He cuts into my drug rug.
Yeah. He's going to make my drug rug.
That's what
That's what they call them.
They call the
That is
weaved sweaters that the.
woven.
So the guy that is blinded but has not been cat, he's going to rush you again, attempting to push you up against the cliff face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
1.
Yeah. He's going to spend a fate point.
Okay. Give him to me.
To invoke his Hellboy Bruiser mantle.
Is that their gang?
Yes. And push you up against the wall. And the second guy, this is not his turn. Mm-hmm. You've jumped on him, started clawing, and he pushes you off. And like the guy who's shouts, "Take a shot!"
Oh wait, I could have spent his blinded.
This is the first guy.
Oh, this is the guy who's used them all.
Yeah. You could ostensibly spend the other guy's blinded if you wanted to. You've got like.
Well, I already missed it.
That's fine. You might want to save it for this anyway. So he calls out once he's got you pinned. Take a shot, and this guy kind of like bleeding out of one eye and sand in the other.
So he threw me off
threw
of
you
him?
back off of him while you were like you clawed him up and he pushed you back, and he takes a shot at Phil.
Oh.
Yep. Don't you? I think I can't use haste for this because I can't really dodge out of the way.
You can. You absolutely can. It's just that they could use that invocation. It doesn't stop you from being able to try to like jerk out of the way at all.
I was just going to change it to force, which is mechanically the exact same number, so it doesn't matter.
It could matter because sometimes NPCs can be skilled at opposing an approach.
Okay.
Like that's the thing. Is like the example they give in the book is like if you had like a dirty lawyer NPC, he might be skilled at opposing guile.
Yeah,
he can read a lot.
Is,
but
not at force because probably
exactly.
So for that, I got 1.
They rolled a 4. They've tapped the grappled.
Got it.
And 4 altogether.
So I'm gonna use one of the blinded for the guy who's
right. So that takes it down to 2.
2, and I can't tap the same aspect twice.
No, if you have a relative personal aspect, that.
Let's see. I have Silicomancer Hippie doesn't apply. Not a Sheeple Man, probably.
I could certainly see Silicomancer Hippie being applicable in the way of like you're like activating your sand or something, like doing something like he's still got sand in his eyes, like doing something where you're like calling it back or something.
Well, I was thinking also Life of a Traveler because I assume
you've been shot at before.
Yeah. I assume he has been shot at for trespassing.
Yeah. Only difference is you've got to spend a point.
Oh yeah,
a fate point to get it.
Yeah,
you've been earning them, so.
Yeah, I've been. Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
So that brings it up to a wash.
Brings it. You actually
because I used blinded.
1. Oh yeah, 2 versus 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got a boost, and that was not his turn. That was part of the other person's action.
Oh shit!
It's now his turn, and he's going to take a second shot at you.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is +1.
He rolled a 2.
I rolled a 3. This guy rolled a 3.
So he takes a shot, and you just you like your instincts kicking in, just like I've been shot at before. I'm just like, oh, he's gonna go to the left now.
Well, I'm just like ducking behind that guy. Yeah. I'm like using him as cover.
Makes it Heather's turn.
Yeah, so she's gonna.
My instinct of.
And the guy you attacked before, just because we haven't played around with this mechanically, he took a ton of damage and basically marked his in peril condition.
Got it.
So it's not that he's like gone, but you've effectively done the same as like a gunshot to him.
Okay. So I could ostensibly like take him out.
Right. And I only say that because I don't want you to think like, well, I've dealt with him. Like he's still in it. Yeah. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to I'm gonna make a second charm attack where she goes like, oh thank goodness the cops are here. Like just
that's fun.
These are just like magical lies.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, okay.
Just like love. Just like Aphrodite. Love's nothing but a magical lie.
So that's only one.
That's a good aspect, man.
He rolled -3.
Okay.
So that's good. He is going to he's going to spend a fate point to re-roll that.
Okay.
And he rolled a 2.
Oh, do I get a boost from last?
You did have a boost from last time, so you could spend it.
So I am,
he's at a 2 right now.
Yeah, so I am going to spend that.
Great. So you're at a 3 now?
Yeah.
1 is enough actually to take him out. He's got everything he can marked. So we'll deal with that. He is taken out, but we'll decide how that works. He's like, for right now, just kind of like...
Out of the fight?
Out of the fight, yeah.
Well, wouldn't he just run if the cops are here?
Well, you guys get to decide.
Oh, okay.
So we'll deal with that.
After, okay.
Yeah.
After
when they're if they're all put out.
For now, he's taken out, and then we'll deal with it. Actually, wait, they're all 3 going to run. Okay. Or the other 2 guys are going to run. What do you want to happen to the main guy? They're conceding the fight.
Okay.
This might be a little brutal, but I feel like he sees a bug on himself and tries to stab himself. Like,
do you want him to die? You actually can't kill him.
No. Just like on an arm or something.
Just near a major artery.
Cool. So he cuts himself and then passes out.
Yeah.
And the other 2 guys.
I suggest he tries to run, but this wasn't the blind guy. He just runs into a wall.
Or into like a rock.
Yeah.
The other two guys, seeing the ratty guy pass out and like bleeding and crying, they shout, "Oh, Jasper's down! Get out of here!" And they start running off. They get to choose what happens to them because they conceded. And as they're running off, they shout, "We'll get you! We'll get you!
I'll get you!
No, we'll get you!"
You better.
And then you hear one of them. You hear like a clang of one of them running into a signpost.
It's a signpost that says Bobcat Crossing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Slapstick Dresden.
This has been.
Mechanically, they conceded. They get a fate point ad nauseum next time you see them, if you ever see them again.
Got it.
So they'll just have more points to spend if you ever see them again. Not that matters. But you have defeated
These two
them boys.
Them Hellboys.
Dat boys.
What does this other with the little ratty guy look like?
So
Does he have hair?
He looks like he would have a ponytail, but he doesn't. Does that make sense?
Does he have a rat tail instead?
No.
They shall shave their heads. That's part of their gang thing.
Yeah, they're the Hellboys. They have it embroidered on their jacket.
Just like Hellboy doesn't have any hair.
Yep.
Help boys.
Help boys.
He has hair. He has beautiful hair, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote down Hellboys last time, and I assume that's something I
Yeah,
said
that was.
on a whim.
You said it.
You did.
Yep.
So I stuck with it now. It's just what it is.
It is what it is.
I like the idea of starting a cleaning service called the Help Boys, and it only employs men to be maids.
Works for me.
Works for me too.
This has been my pitch to Shark Tank.
So this guy is bleeding, but not like badly. Like you can tell, he's almost more mentally worn out than physically at this point. Like
He's coming down.
coming down, yes, and his brain got a little bit overloaded by the.
I turn the horseman, and I go, "I don't think this place is safe anymore. Like I told you last time I was here, though."
He turns back into a person. He goes, "What? This is it? This is what we were worried about? I thought this was
Hey,
bad guys."
you know that horses can be killed by guns, right? I'm pretty sure that's true.
Well, they can try.
You're a big target.
Well, they're a big target too. I thought you were saying that some of those LifeLock guys were here or something. These
aren't LifeLock guys?
Of course not. They're just crooks. They're guys with guns who think they're tough. I take these guys out every night.
Every night.
It's not these same guys. Maybe some of them. I recognized one of them. Not this guy. I don't know who this guy is. We appreciate your concern, but we can take care of ourselves up here too.
No, we're coming to ask you questions. These guys are just here.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, everyone, go back up. This is all right. We're fine. If these guys come back, what are they gonna do? Sneak through the squeeze? Where they're gonna get stuck in there? Look at how big these guys are. They can't get in. You think you see these big guys squeezing through that little tiny passageway?
We just walked up to 3 guys who had guns, so.
Yeah, look how easy they were to take out. You didn't even need my help.
Okay, now I'm starting to come down.
This is modern day.
Oh yeah, yes. This is modern 2019.
19. We're broadcasting from the future.
Yep. So we'll probably start closing up for this session. But how do you guys want to? What questions did you want to ask them? And they'll start like dragging this guy up.
Are you gonna kill this guy?
Probably not. I mean, if it was up to me, but it's not up to me. You know how this goes.
Who is it up to then?
The snake?
Can't remember her name. The snake lady. Can't remember her name, but she's got a name. Elisa. She says, we'll decide together. We're not going to kill anyone we don't have to. We don't want these people. If some people weren't out there riling up the gangs every night by going and fighting people on the street, maybe these people wouldn't have a problem with us. Hint, hint. looking at the horse guy.
Oh, okay. I was like,
And the one thing we don't want is to get in the middle of a gang war when we are already trying to stay alive. Hint, hint. So maybe let's not kill him, and let's see if we can make nice enough that they don't try to kill us too, because we've got enough to worry about. Hint, hint. And he's like, meh, we'll see. He's not.
I'm too cool for hints.
Yeah, yeah. He gets the hint, but does not
Agree with it.
No. Yeah, he's still just like, I would kill him. But fine. That's fine. You don't want it? That's fine. You don't want to fight bad guys? That's fine. We're going to make a deal with bad guys. That's fine. We'll just hide up here forever. That's fine. And he kind of, like, stops back up. Just kind of tossing his head and being, like, pouty.
What do we need to ask? I don't remember. I just got shot at twice.
We were here to ask about a missing person.
Oh, is there somebody else went missing?
Yeah, so we happened to go talk to one of the professors on campus, and she mentioned that her sister was currently missing.
Do you have a name?
It was a Mel Hendricks.
No one I know.
No one you know.
Is there any way, like, I mean, I imagine that if someone is a were creature,
I usually know about them.
yeah,
Not always.
and that they could be considered missing if they're hiding as.
Sure, no one here by that name.
Okay, well.
Sorry. If I hear anything, but I don't hear much up here.
Oh, and we know what attacked the wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good for you.
No, I mean like
the snake.
It's called a horn snake. It's like a
Horned serpent.
It's like a Native American myth.
Well, great. I'm glad to hear that there's big scary monsters out here.
You ever seen one?
No, but I hope I don't. That sounds awful.
Okay, well, if it's at all possible that that's what happened to your brother, I would love to try to help clear your name.
Well, I mean, I don't know how we could find that out. Yeah, maybe maybe
Can
it
you
could have. I don't know.
Can you talk to your snake brethren to see if maybe they know any horned serpents?
Yeah, if I see one, I'll talk to one, but I don't leave a whole lot. Yeah, we get a rattler up here every once in a while. Yeah, I'll ask around.
Great.
See if I know anything. Is it important? Do you want me to go see if I can find anybody now?
Yeah, we're kind of running out of things to figure. We don't really know how to figure anything else out.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I got nothing else to do, and these guys are run off. They won't try again tonight, probably. Really kind of upset about this whole thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not you guys' fault. You guys came up here to help us. You ran them off. Good work. That's, these guys...
Man!
What?
They cut my sweater!
Oh, no. I mean, you could sew it.
I don't know how to... Well, I do think I do know. I probably know how to sew.
If you guys want to hang out here, I can see if I can rustle anything up, any information up.
Yeah.
Great, thanks.
That would be great.
She kind of goes off into the desert in snake form, just kind of slithers off. Is gone for an hour or so. And she comes back and... Oh, what?
You guys want a sandwich?
Still got it.
I'm keeping half of it for myself.
Yeah. She comes back and she looks a little bit shaken. And she says, yeah, little weird. Talk to a rattlesnake. That's not the weird part. Usually pretty chatty, surprisingly. Wouldn't stop talking about how the fathers have returned. And it's hard to translate. They called him a false father. They called him false fathers. They called him a false father.
Okay.
And he wouldn't stop saying the false father has returned and rattling, which usually they don't do unless they're
in danger
or aggravated or angry. But he started rattling at me. Does that help?
But it is better than nothing.
Yeah, it's
Well, I mean, it'll give us a new thing to look at.
I don't like it.
No, we
I
don't.
don't like
either.
that at all. The false father.
Yeah.
Huh.
So maybe someone is imitating these horned serpents.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
like
an imposter.
that at all. That makes me mad. Huh.
Why does it make you mad?
I don't know.
Is it because you're a snake it made you mad?
Yeah. Feels instinctual. Like that part of me is roiling.
Interesting.
Like, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't feel any different. I feel fine. But I'm just like, the idea of that makes me upset.
So we have a false serpent
Father, specifically.
father. Maybe a false phoenix.
Possibly.
I mean,
Does that make you freak out? Phoenix or Thunderbird?
The city?
Yeah. No.
The car?
the creature?
A Ford Thunderbird? The creature?
No, the creature.
Don't
Okay. There's no weird instinctual thing on that.
know. No.
Instinctual fear of giant birds.
I mean, I don't like snakes. Don't like giant birds because some birds eat snakes. I don't know, but I'm not too scared of like a stork.
Okay.
And so the last thing, unless you have any other questions for her, the last thing you get as we settle in for this session is you get a text from a number you don't recognize. Sorry, actually from a number you do recognize, from Vanessa's phone. That's just the words HLP.
Got it.
All right.
And that's where we'll end for today.
Hope.
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 Hello, little pony.
Hi, little.
She's watching us.
Cool.
I knew they're evil.
The mystery, maybe,
Deepens.
or if there is a mystery, unless it's just I made a mistake in the calculation.
Hey, no, it's fine.
No, maybe it just doesn't add up. Maybe it's supposed to make sense by now, but it doesn't.
Oh no.
It's not.
No, it's
But it is.
It's
But
not supposed to make sense.
No.
That's supposed to make sense.
This is what happens when you figure out mysteries on the fly. Somewhat. Cool. I don't know why I'm talking about this. This is our show. We'll be back next week at 1 p.m. I assume, unless something terrible happens.
Like a time change.
Yeah.
Another one.
Welcome to
Another
Falling Back.
time.
Oh yeah, it's already dark outside. Cool. So thank you for watching, and you can see our YouTube and our Twitter below this video. And if you didn't catch the whole thing, it'll be up on YouTube and Twitch soon. Follow us everywhere, not in real life. And we'll see you guys next time.
See you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.